All rise. Court is now in session. Welcome, Judge Evie. Welcome to Judge and Jury, where you, the subscriber, free thinker, decides who's guilty or not guilty. Please leave your comments in the chat. Sit back. Turn all your cricket phones off right now. Judge Evie will not have it in her court. Instead of beef, let's take it to court. Who's guilty? Who's not guilty? Welcome to Judge and Jury with Judge Evie. Well, good morning. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Now, listen, I am Judge Evie Court, a.k.a. Judge Shady Court. Listen, I was running around there over there on TikTok, and it was this older guy that was on there. I had caught it a little bit too late. Good morning. Make sure you thumbs up the video, okay? Thumbs up the video. Happy Saturday. Listen, this is juicy. The guy was over there talking about Diddy, basically, how this campaign all intertwined, what would happen if Diddy won. If Donald Trump won, what Diddy's fate would be. And I'm saying to myself, once I view this guy's videos that I am going to share with you. So we're going to dive in. Do you guys think that Diddy is in a lot of trouble now that Donald Trump will be the 47th president? Now, you got to listen to this guy because he said that Diddy should be praying that Donald didn't make it. Unfortunately, we know he did. So make sure you grab a snack, sit back. This is Judge Evie Court. Forget what you heard, okay? This is really salacious and juicy. So we're going to get into it. Make sure you're doing this really quick. Make sure you're doing this. Make sure you're doing this. I would really appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Like, share, comment, and subscribe so that we can dive right on into. So guys, listen up. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Once again, this is unfortunately Diddy's fate. You guys know that he is currently still arrested, okay? He is still in jail without a bail, okay? He allegedly is to be working on trying to post bail for 3 strikes. He was out. Unfortunately, he did not make it. So we will see exactly what is the outcome. Will Donald Trump take office in January? And this is going to be crazy. People are even alleging that he eventually will be pardoning Diddy. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'm going to get into this little bit of tea. Hey, what's up, everybody? So, as you know, we have our 47th president, okay? Donald Trump. He's actually getting ready to be inaugurated once again. He was 45 and now he's 47. So there is a lot of controversy about will he actually be inaugurated come January. Listen, I'm going to show y'all some takes. There's a conspiracy going on. And listen, all of it is alleged. Make no mistake about it. But I want you guys to dive into what's happening because Kamala Harris, okay, Diddy, all this stuff ties in together. So if you voted, kudos to you. If you didn't, hey, well, maybe next 4 years. However, I've always encouraged people to vote for who they want. So I'll be right back. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Donald Trump will be president again on November 33rd, 4009.
As we speak, Diddy is praying to God that Trump doesn't win. Because if Trump wins, Diddy's dead. Right now, Diddy is sitting there in this position where he is able to name, though he won't, but he theoretically is able to name a lot of people who were involved in his freak-offs and the like. Most of the people who attended his parties ended up speaking on behalf of Kamala. that signals to the world they are with her. Conversely, as long as she is in power, they are okay. And if they are okay, that means the connection to Diddy will always be pushed off. And that means that she, think about this, she stands in the way of Diddy and certain, why do I say that? If Trump takes office, his DOJ would go right to the bottom. He would rip off the scab of everyone, of everything, every allegation, every charge, everybody who was there. He would get to the bottom of it, and he would go absolutely down to the taproot of the issue. Who did what? Predation, trafficking, etc., etc. Once that happens, the people in charge, the people who worry, are going to say the only way, the only person standing in the way, or the only connection to them and incarceration is Diddy. So that means, so long as Kamala and her Department of Justice are in, Diddy's fine. I didn't keep him on ice, maybe let him go. Who knows? They're in charge. Because remember, half of his party goers are her supporters and are at levels, if you will, of the Democratic hierarchy that she is, frankly, and this is important, she is frankly unable to account for. So let me just recap this. Diddy's through. He's either, the chance of him ever seeing the light of day is next to none. He's worrying about whether he should buy the green bananas or not. And I can't say this enough. It's a very simple thing because mathematically, if he weren't involved in this, if he weren't involved in the complexion, in the texture of this, it's no big deal. If there's no Diddy, what are you going to do? Hey, I've got a picture. Well, I don't know if that's real. Look, Diddy's not here. His estate is going to be liquidated. It's probably over leveraged to the point where there's going to be there's no equity left. There's nothing for any of the victims to take. And by the way, if his lawyer is smart, Busby, his lawyer is going to make so much money in free advertising that whatever happens, believe me, his name is out there from now until the end of time. You see, sometimes lawyers in our country, we don't, or America doesn't follow through. Like Gloria Allred. Has she been successful? I don't know. Does she try a case? I don't know. You just hear her. She sits next to somebody and then they got to go away. But her name is there. So people will always think of her and will send cases her way. Whether she, refers them on is another story. As far as Busby goes, he is now the voice of this. And by the way, in many respects, has made this look like a circus, which will ultimately inure to Diddy's benefit because it looks like, it's hard for people to feel sorry for him, but it looks like, come on, man. This is too much. So
thoughts on that? This guy is really saying that there is a part two, and I will play that towards the end. But as you can see, he was saying that Diddy better hope and pray that Donald didn't make it. Donald did make it. He will be inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States of America. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. Make sure you're thumbing up the video.
Diddy going down, doo doo. Diddy going down, doo doo. No more Diddy bopping around, doo doo doo. His whole world's upside down. Donald Trump will be president again on November 33rd, 4009.
Hey guys, I want to thank you. I'm going to drop this part two. Make sure you check him out over there on the good old TikTok. This is Judge Evie Court, aka Judge Shady Court. Man, how does this Diddler stuff ties in with the Donald? Will Donald Trump pardon him, allegedly, like the rumors going out? What would Kamala's fate be? Like, I don't think it's just no way out. Come May the 5th, 2025, in the words of Diddy's album cover, there's no way out. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to play part two going out. Enjoy this Saturday, and we will see. Will Donald Trump, the President of the United States, even make it to the inauguration? Will he pardon Diddy? Mm. Now, be advised, they are also currently trying to throw a lot of Trump's charges in the trash. That's another video.
Bottom line is this, just to recap. If Trump wins, Diddy's gone because Trump's DOJ is going to be going after these people. And these people are going to say, the only hope for us to avoid the wrath of Trump is to remove, to expurgate and bodilarize and emend and ablate and amputate that individual who could cause the most problem to and for them. Does that make sense to you? So how do you think that goes about? Well, that can be done a million different ways. You have no idea. And the question is Diddy safer outside or inside? Answer, inside. After that other incident with that feller who was dispatched, remember him? The prison systems have gone through a lot of changes, a lot of oversight in order to prevent that from happening again. So it's going to be more difficult to do it, especially with a high valued person. By the way, if they wanted to protect him, they would take him to, in effect, an Air Force base or some military installation or someplace where he could act. He could be watched 24 hours in a room with special heat sensor cameras to detect changes in body temperature, which could be the precursors to or attendant to cardiac or other forms of respiratory arrest, signaling the impact or the beginning of his demise in any event. What I'm trying to say to you, and I think I'm doing a very good job, is that we have become habituated to people being offed. Since 1963, all the way through, when somebody falls, whether it's Princess Di, whether it's Michael Jackson, do you think there is any chance whatsoever that there might have been foul play involved in the case of Michael Jackson? Now, before you answer that, can you tell me that? Can you tell me that when somebody of note passes away, and seemingly, do you believe that the reason for the cause of death, first of all, it's natural, accidental, suicide, homicide, but actually the particular cause of it, whether it's respiratory or COPD or whatever it is. Do you believe the story that Prince died from? Just go down the list. Who is the person that you remembered whose death, untimely death or demise, you, especially in the entertainment world, somebody that you liked? Do you think that we know who dispatched Tupac and Biggie? Yes. Come on. So why are members of the public kept from reality? Who is in charge? Who is the gatekeeper of the information? The person who's in charge of the information runs the world. That's the shadow government. And more importantly, right now, as negotiations are made, especially regarding this election, a lot of people are getting the worried look. A lot of people are trying to reallocate assets and prepare for what could be the end. And
as you guys know, you can check Lionel Out Fan on TikTok. You guys enjoy your Saturday. This is a lot. This is really, really a lot. Most of us had forgotten that Donald Trump and Diddy had one of the most amazing relationships. So, it really remains to be seen. Will Trump end up pardoning him? I do not know. I do not know. I do not know. I do know that it's going to be some crazy stuff. Will Diddy get pardoned? Will Donald Trump be inaugurated in January? What about America? Judge Evie Court, I'm out. Hit the like button.